YouTube. It's Supportive Mom. Today we're going to be talking about becoming a better parent. We're going to help each other out because parenting never stops. I know you all may say, well, Sweetie, all your kids are adults, but trust me, they still need advice. We all still need help and guidance on becoming better children and better young adults and better parents. So let's talk about a few of the questions that you all were so kind to leave in the comment section for me. I did read them all. If I don't answer your question in this video, trust me, I will get to it in an upcoming video. Someone wanted to know about postpartum and multitasking. I would say try to enjoy your child, fix your hair up. You know, if you wear makeup, put your makeup on. Do something that you like. Try to do something that's about you. Because when the child is born, everything is about that baby. So maybe when the baby is asleep, paint your nails. Because you know you really shouldn't be getting out. Sweeping old school, you really should be staying in the house for 6 weeks. Do a little something, just pamper yourself. Because a lot of times, I think that's where the postpartum comes in. Because it's all about the baby. Give yourself some accolades for being a great mom. And hopefully that will help you. Multitasking. I'm a pro at that, y'all. Still to this day.
To this day.
I do not like for things to move slow. I think because I had what the old people call a stir step, boop, 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 that I had to learn to do things quickly. Because I refuse to have a dirty house just because I had kids. Multitasking requires you to move a little swift. I would get up, take my children to daycare. As they grew, things had to shift. So remember now, when you have children, you need to shift your life. Don't be shifting their life. Shift your schedule. What I did once they got older, I would get up, take them to daycare, go to work 7 hours, come home. I would do my homework 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's when I got hooked on those Pepsis, y'all. And that caffeine, because it kept me going. I was not going to punish my children because I was going to college. A lot of times what I would do, say when we would leave work, stop at the park for 30 minutes, we'd be rolling. And we had a schedule and I'd get them in that bed. So you got to do what you got to do. But who life you going to adjust? You're going to adjust your schedule. Don't punish those kids because you did it out of order. How did I handle raising girls? Really can't talk about raising girls without raising boys. Because I'm not one of those people that think there's one rule for the girls and another rule for the boys. That's a big old no-no. Same rule for the girls, it's going to go for the boys too. That's why you got so many messed up young men out here. Because we teaching them another way. That's another video. How did you handle raising girls? Teaching them in regards to friends, boys, sex, pregnancy. How did you handle things when they went against your teachers? Okay, just children, period. The number one rule to that is do not be a parent that tell your children, you can't do what you see me do. Lies. Why come they can't? I believe that you lead by example. My husband was at work. If I was out, they never saw men sneaking in and out the house. They only saw their daddy in the house. My children never seen me getting drunk. I don't drink. If you drink, you should be doing it in the presence of your children. You can put them to bed and have your glass of wine while they sleep. You got to lead by example. You can't tell your child to do one thing and you doing something else, so it's not going to work. They're going to throw it in your face. I don't care how you say, they can't tell me what to do. This is my house. It may be your house. Lead by example. Why you all up in the same club with your kids? You shouldn't be. You're going to teach them how to go out. If you turn your head away from your drink or this or that, don't drink. You're going to give them all the rules of the street. My children, y'all know my husband is a pastor, but I raised them up to have a balanced life. I taught them about what we would call the worldly side of life, the Christian side of life, because it all exists. You got to know how to go in and out. A rule that you can teach your girls about boys. He can't knock at that door and meet daddy. If you single, if he can't knock at that door and meet mama, they shouldn't be going out with him. Why you dating my child? That's one rule that I gave them. And my husband always said, I got to meet him because I need to know who to shoot if something go wrong.
You acting all scared. Nigga, you ain't never seen a gun before?
Man, stop pointing the gun at the boy, man.
Nigga, look. Don't you disrespect me in front of company.
All right, let the gun go off.
About sex, I don't believe in premarital sex. It opens up too many feelings. If you're gonna do premarital sex, don't say Sweet Pea told you to. Protect yourself, okay? Don't be making, I told my boys, you don't want a baby in the east, one in the west, one in the north, south, one in the north. Nobody won't marry you because what's gonna happen is once you get older, get your thoughts all together. Then you try to take care of your wife. Take care of 2 or 3 different houses where you got all these children at? No. So just don't open yourself up to certain things. Another question someone asked was, if you want to give up your child, but her dad is not in an ideal situation either. That question is a question that really caught me. I'm just going to address it like this. I'm going to give my opinion on this. I'm not a psychologist or anything. I would suggest, I'm only making a suggestion. I don't know the situation. I don't know what could be going on. But I would think for a person to even have that thought, maybe your finances are not right, maybe some addictions or something going on. I don't know. But I will hope and pray that you will have a family member or a good friend that will be willing to step in to say, okay, little Mary or little Bob can come and stay with me for a few months until you can get yourself together financially, mentally, spiritually, wherever it needs to be. That is what I would do. I would work on getting myself together. If it's not a situation where the child needs to leave the house, then just keep that child in that home and work on changing the things. Me being a mother, I just tried to think what could be going on for a mother to want to give up her child. And I pray the situation is not a hard-headed teenager. If it's a hard-headed teenager, you just got to toughen up. Because my rule in my house was this: you not going to use my soap, my hot water, flushing my toilets, use my tissue, and don't respect my house. So I was just a hard-headed teenager. Toughen up and be a mama and make them do what's got to be done. I mean, if you're a person that pray about that thing, talk to your pastor, a good friend, to really help you to make the right decision. Really sit down and just evaluate yourself on that one. Say, what's best for me? Because trust me, that child needs to be with that parent. The child needs to be with her mother. I'm not saying they don't need dad, but dad is just ain't gonna do what mama do. Y'all know we'll go the whole mile. Daddy might go right here. Mama, we gonna go the whole mile. So mama, you gonna get yourself together. You gonna toughen up. But women, we run this thing. Come on now. The Bible even said, talked about wisdom is what? As a she. You just got to get yourself together. Come on, girl. Y'all give our hand clap. Come on, we clapping for you. We rooting for you. Get yourself together. Do what you got to do. And hey, you got this. You're a strong woman out there. Sisters, you got this. You got this. We not going to be depressed when we have these kids, some at this postpartum. We going to love them. We loving our babies. We going to give our girls and boys the same rules. We not going to be talking about, well, you know, hey, he can be over here and he can make a baby here. Baby don't have to come in my house where it's in somebody's house. Raise your son. If you have a child, take care of your responsibility to love that child financially, spiritually, and emotionally. How did you handle raising them? I told my boys, if you go out here and if you make a baby, if that sheriff knock on my door, I'm going to tell him he right back there. Go get it.
Damn! To my people who don't want to go to work,
don't be lying for these boys. Stop lying for your son. Teach your sons the same way you do your girls. Teach your girls to be young ladies. You ain't got to be for everybody. Keep them close, okay? It's too much going on out there in these streets, okay? Girl, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. We not doing all this. We are young ladies. Y'all sweet peas. That young man knocking on the door, meeting your parents, taking you out to a nice place, bringing you back. I don't care. The day might go good. But as that clock starts to roll, it's time to roll. Take me home. You might want to stay. Make him respect you. Demand respect. Demand. Be hanging out with him 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't care how good the date went. Go home. Trust me, he gonna respect you. Because guys will tell you, he got somebody he can go get 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you don't want to be that one. So go home. And then he gonna take you out on another day. He said, what did I do when they went against the teachings? We was always close. I always kept an open door where they could talk to me. But if a child goes against your teachings, then as a parent, sit down first, calm yourself. Don't just go, rah, 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 scream. That's how my mama did. My mama screamed about everything. I parented myself more from my grandma. My grandmother was a listener. She was a thinker. You want to listen to your children. You don't want to yell. Keep a listening ear. They'll come and talk to you. Or you're going to figure out a way that you could do it. I just thought about a good one. Something that my oldest son did. We had, at this time, we would go to church, my husband and I together. I didn't even know. My husband figured it out. What he would do, he was moving the car. And he was going picking up his nephew. And he was driving like 35-minute drive he was. My husband said, okay, when we go to church Sunday, place those keys in a certain way. So soon when we pulled up, we could tell the car had been moved. So he said, go to the store and give me a loaf of bread. So he went in there to go and get his bike. He said, no, don't get the bike. Get the keys and drive like you doing. And he just stood there and looked and starved. So what my husband did after that was he said, look, he sat down and he taught him to drive. So, which apparently he already, I guess, knew how to drive. He started teaching him and showing him, and he passed the test and everything, got his driving license. And we bought him his car. He was 14, 78 box Chevy. And we bought him that car. So, I told y'all that story to say this. When your children do things, you got to think it out. Your children, been there, done that. We have. Yelling, screaming, just having a fit is not going to fix it. It's not. You're going to only make it worse. Sit down. Think it out, because you don't want to push them away from you. Sometimes when they teenagers, at a stage in their life where you got to say, look, when they little toddlers, preschool, get that little switch, get them legs, throw them in the bed, go to bed, and you done with that. But once they become teenagers, young adults, preteens, whatever you want to call it, say age 12 to 18, you got to deal with those situations different. And you got to deal with them mentally. You got to listen. You got to talk to them because they're growing and they learning. And you want to keep that open door. So think it out. Stop all that yelling and screaming. A lot of things, a lot of sacrifices you have to make. You're the parent. Slow down. Put their life first. Their birthday party comes before your birthday party. Their fun comes before your fun. Not saying you can't have fun. But if you're going to be a parent, be a good parent. A good one, like Sweet Pea. There are so many sacrifices that you are going to have to make because there may be something you want to attend on a Friday night. But in becoming a better parent, that child got a basketball game or a track meet, where should you be? The basketball game or the track meet. Supporting your child, keeping that door open. Because if not, if you're not there, somebody else is there in your child's ear. Remember, you're the parent, and we're going to continue to raise our children up. They're going to become great young adults. You just enjoy them. Sweet Pea, love you. Thank you for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button. Turn that bell on. Leave me some more comments and questions down below. Bam. Sweet Pea, love y'all. Lift yourself up, scream, jump, whatever you got to do to make it through the day. But you are a good parent. Love you. Talk to you the next time. Keep learning. You got this.